Guess who's back?
You're now listening to Unapologetic, the podcast, with your two hosts, Trey and Reg, discussing any and everything unfiltered.
You ready? What up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. One take, Reg, got it right this week. I fucked up last week, but yeah, welcome back, y'all. Y'all know who it is. Reg, Dre, two favorite North Carolinians. We are back this week. Get on these mics, talk a little shit, and get the fuck out y'all way.
Yeah.
What's up with you, man?
Man, coolin', bro, getting over that nasty COVID shit. Thank the Lord. I don't wish shit on my worst enemy, dog. I do not. Not the shit I had. I had the best bullshit going on.
Oh, the strongest shit on the shelf?
Man, look at here, bro. Look at here. Motherfucker broke the glass and gave me that shit, dog.
Ooh.
But yeah, I'm good now, man. Thank God for that. Watching little man, he started school, so I'm watching him, talking to him every day, seeing how excited and encouraged he is about school, which is a good thing. And closing out my week or my summer with Skylar, excuse me, as she goes back Saturday, man, in preparation for her journey to 6th grade, bro. Other than that, man, I'm coolin', dog. Coolin'. Got a little trip to go on next week, man. So got to make that happen. Got to prepare for that. And yeah, dog. What about you?
6th grade, man. I remember them days when my girls was there. Whew.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm so scared. I'm so
I'm good.
Scared, bro.
Good, man. I'm coming off a weekend when I was in East North Carolina. Family.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
How did it go?
It was good, man. Good to be back around family. Especially this is the first one I've been to in probably 5 years or more. I can't remember the last one I went to, but it's just good to get back, together and see family, be around family when it's not a funeral. Because the last couple times I was like really around family like that, it was during like funerals. I think we had a string of them, like three consecutive. Like 1 month it was one person, and next month, and then 2 months after that, it was another one. So, that was good, man. But I forgot how hot and humid it was just, on that eastern, shoreline of North Carolina, out there. And, oh my God. It's, it's the same temperature here as it is there, but that fucking humidity makes a fucking difference, nigga. Like just walking to the car, a 10, 15 step walk. You like you almost feel like you want to take a whole nother shower again. I'm like, damn, let me get in here and pump this AC.
I bet the mosquitoes tearing your ass apart.
Yes, I was about to say that next. The mosquitoes. Oh my God, nigga, I don't even wear off like that. Like, but I was like, you know what? Let me get some off. Like, like nigga, it is. It's cutthroat out there when it comes to mosquitoes and all that shit. Yeah, I was like, God, man, this shit's crazy.
You get an opportunity to hit the beach, or you were just cooling?
No, I didn't go to the beach, man. It was, just too much going on, hanging around people and then, drinking and shit. So I was, just cooling out, catching up with cousins and family, and just trying to, be in the mix. I actually didn't do a lot, but just hang out with family. I wanted to, check out some of the nightlife, but I ain't even get an opportunity to do none of that shit. So,
Well, ain't nothing wrong with that, dog. That's what you were there for, to fuck with your family, bro. And,
right.
Happy for you, man. I hope that sometime in the near future that my family can strike back up our family reunion, dog.
Yeah. The only thing bad about it, I'll say, is that the time frame, first weekend in August, while the majority of everybody that the ones that's not in year-round school, in North Carolina, they go back like either the last week of August or the week after Labor Day. You remember them days?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but the majority of everybody else everywhere else, go to school before that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, now these days now. So, it's a lot of people that couldn't attend because, their kids actually first week of school was last week. So, we was telling them like, hey, we gotta like do this like in sometime in July. July is better, but they're like, I don't know, such and such birthday is around this time, and they want it da. But I'm like, we should make it, that so that if it's gonna be family reunion, like all family have an opportunity to.
Yeah, the more the merrier.
Yeah. So we'll see, man. Hopefully they get it together. But they had like they doing a poll now where they want to do it next year, and they had like locations like Philly, and I'm like, Philly? Why would we do a family reunion?
Why y'all taking y'all country asses up to Philly?
Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like we have a family, like a family, like one of my aunts. She married a guy from Philly, and she lives up there, but she the only one her and my cousin. But I'm like, why would we even think about Philly?
Again, why would y'all take y'all country asses up there to Philly?
New York, another location, which New York, it seems kind of, because, half of my family is in North Carolina, the other half is in New York. So,
right.
Atlanta, Myrtle Beach. I'm like, well, Myrtle Beach is closest to, where everybody, originated from. So if you want to look at where the roots of the tree, is from North Carolina.
Right.
So I would think you would stay closest to where, you know what I'm saying? That makes just more sense.
Okay.
When you think back to like the great greats and greats, all these people came from here. They originated here. They passed away. They buried here. So, but I mean, it is what it is. They do it in Myrtle. I'll be there. They do it in Atlanta. I'll be there. I'm not going to Philly at all. I'm not going to Philly.
Not fucking with it.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. I've been to Philly probably about 3 or 4 times. I ain't had the best times. It's cool, but I'm not going to Philly.
I'm not impressed. I'll be real with you.
Yeah, me neither.
No shot.
I mean, not for no family reunion anyway. I mean, being that
people from Philly.
Oh yeah. We don't want to disrespect, but I mean, being that the family is not from Philly, like it's like we're not going.
Yeah, like what is that? What is right? Like we used to do ours, man, in Durham, in the middle of the hood, dog. Yeah. Like,
but you get more bang for your buck in Durham or down south. You know what I'm saying? Like we rented out a whole community center. I think that shit was like $150 for like the whole 2 days. From you go up north, you're not paying that. You paying way more. Yeah. So, I mean, anyway, I had a good time though. Shout out to my family, all my loved ones, and everybody that attended. I had a good time. All right, let's get to the sports, dog.
Get it, man.
Ain't much to talk about. I don't. Do you want to talk about preseason football? Because I haven't watched none of it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No. Listen, I'm not going to talk anything about it. I will say the first preseason game that I probably will be able to watch will be not this upcoming Sunday, but next Sunday. I'll be in attendance when Drake May comes to DC. Watch him for a couple of drives, hopefully, and see how he does. Hopefully see how he does. But outside of that, man, I ain't worried about no preseason.
Because what, he got 3 snaps the other game?
Right.
What? Right. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does actually, because they're going to protect him. Honestly, I don't know if he's going to start or not. To be real with you, I highly doubt that he does start. Highly doubt that he starts. Got to protect your investment, dog.
Yeah, but not even a drive, just 3 snaps. Like
got to protect your investment. Yeah. See what happened with JJ McCarthy.
Yeah.
Protect your investment.
But I just think those injuries, if they're gonna happen, they're gonna happen.
Yeah, but as a GM or as a head coach, as an organization, you still gotta. You can't say, "Well, get out there and let them rip." You know what I'm saying? Let it rip.
McCarthy played what? 1 drive?
I don't know how many drives he played.
I think he did 1.
I know he fucked up for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah, but I mean, because most of them start out with a drive, then you ramp it up, then that last preseason game they may not even play.
Protect or investment. Because if not, this can happen to you too.
Yeah, I haven't watched no preseason game. I don't think I will watch a preseason game. I don't know. It depends. I've been well, most of anything I was watching was the Olympics, so which we'll talk a little about. But yeah, I'm not gonna watch no preseason game. The Olympics closed out this past week. Medal count, the U.S. by far had more medals than any other country. I mean, it wasn't even nowhere close.
What was
I think
121 and like 95 or some shit?
Yeah. We was tied with China for the most gold medals.
At 40.
I think we have 40. I think 40 gold medals. I think we have 42 bronze. No. 30 something silver and 42 bronze or something like that. A little over. Either way it go, 120. The next closest was 95-ish, somewhere around there. So, good job for the country.
Right.
I mean, the closeout was a two basketball games. The Team USA men and women's. Let's start with Serbia. Steph went
with Serbia.
Yeah.
You talking about
for the men?
Oh, you're saying okay, all right, yeah. So yeah, for the men, I mean, like they've been saying, even the all players on the team, Steph finally wound up in France, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and granted, he wasn't getting a lot of tips, but he was there when they needed him, man. He went bonkers. It was a close game. They was getting spanked, right? And then the Avengers assembled, dog.
Yeah, Steph went. He entered one of them zones that we probably haven't seen a basketball player in a while. Where it's just like
I agree.
Like,
but this, I agree with that. Where he's just playing lights out. The motherfucking hoop is as big as the goddamn Atlantic Ocean, right? But I also say, I'm gonna go on record and say, bro, we've never seen a guy, a ball player, not even a guy, a ball player, turn that switch on and look like he was out at motherfucking Rucker Park, dog. Like how he did.
Yeah.
Right? I've never seen anything like that.
He had what, 30 something, right? 34, 32, 34, something like that.
36 against Serbia.
Yeah. And
36 against Serbia.
Was all of them 3-pointers or was all of them 3-pointers against France? I think all of them was threes against France.
I'm not sure about that stat line, but the stat line that I am sure about is 17 threes in 2 games.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Well, we knew the narrative coming into the Olympics that, especially the first 2 games, we knew, okay, this is going to be the LeBron James show. They're going to make this the LeBron James show. They're going to let us know. But that game against Serbia, Steph went off, Joel went off.
You gotta give Joel.
Yeah, gotta give him his props. I watched Steph hit, and this was the streak. I watched Steph hit 3 threes. Then Durant came down and hit a 3, and Joker had ran through AD trying to contest Durant's shot, and they got a foul call. Then the very next play, LeBron James did like a reverse layup, and that was like LeBron first points of that quarter. And they was like, the commentators like, LeBron James is putting the country on his back, and I was like, nigga, did I just watch Steph hit like 3 threes straight? Like, what are we talking about? Like, look like Steph. I get what they saying, but the narrative was there. But I was like, it looked like Steph putting the country on his back to me right now. Like, because
in that game, yes,
yeah, the last 2 games, those first 2 games where LeBron he took over, he did his thing. But yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying they speaking on LeBron.
Right.
I think full spectrum, but I think Steph did his thing in the last 2.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
but it was actually during that game, during that streak, I was like, whoa, because Serbia was beating them with like what 17, 18 points.
yes.
Yeah, Steph pulled them right out of that hole, man. That nigga went crazy. Now France, that was a tight game all the way through.
Yes. And it showed why France had so many lottery picks.
Absolutely. And speaking of that, that boy the Hornets got might be all right in 2 years.
He might be all right. He might be all right.
Give him
I'm
2
gonna hold my
years.
breath. I haven't spoken on him. I'm not gonna bad mouth him.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna sit back and watch.
So you gotta give him about how many years you gonna give him, or how many years you think you should give him, developmental wise.
Well, fundamentally he's good.
Yeah.
Fundamentally he's fine.
Mm-hmm.
To be a force in the league, 2 years.
Okay. We're gonna revisit that conversation when he was drafted, because I had question marks around my head just like you did.
Oh, good.
You know what? Sidebar real quick. I remember when the NBA draft happened and the Hornets got the 3rd pick, and I called you. I said,
"Don't you fucking say it."
I said that motherfucker's coming to Charlotte. You know who we talking about? LB. LB. I said, he's coming to Charlotte. He is coming to Charlotte. But you know what? In hindsight, would you have rather? Well, it went Wiseman, and then LaMelo.
No, well, I thought you were. Oh, no. I'm okay with LaMelo, right? I understand it is. I'm okay with him. I thought you were about.
Oh no, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, we ain't talking about MKG. No.
That's what I thought you were talking
about.
No. All right.
No.
I mean, LaMelo ball, all right. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just stay healthy.
Right. It's something with them, because that whole family seems to be very injured often.
Injury prone. The one motherfucker that we don't know whether or not he's injury prone can't stay on the team.
Yeah, he can't crack. Yeah, he can't crack a roster. But so I read something recently that his dad says when he was training them, they wasn't getting injured. They went out and hired their own trainers, professional trainers, and everything else. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, but
also too, let's think about it, the rigorous training, or the rigorous, practices that you got to do, right. and the amount of wear and tear on your body throughout the NBA season, bro. Right? Yeah. Like, let's just be honest. Like, who the fuck cares about fucking what's his name? What is his fucking name? LeVar Ball.
Yeah.
LeVar Ball.
He said he had him running hills in Chino and all this other shit. Now they doing science. Yeah. You're not going to get these professional players to come back out to Chino Hills and run mountains and all this other shit like that. They're going to hire the best of the best. And I just think, unfortunately, injuries are part of the game, but you have those certain, because we look at athletes and we like, there is always a damn what if. Some of these guys are just injured more than others. Like, it just happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that when the Hornets got that number 3 pick, I said, LaMelo's coming to Charlotte. Which, like you said, it wasn't a bad pick. I definitely had Wiseman came. How would you feel had Wiseman came? You think it would have been different for him?
Yeah, I think so.
He would have got the chance to develop.
Yes,
I believe so too.
It looked good on 2K for Wiseman to be in Golden State. You know what I mean? But I mean, bro, like, outside of developmental wise, like, they're a jump shooting team, and their big man is 6'5", right? So like, the thought of it was great, because now you're thinking like, oh, they're gonna get this young guy that can do a little bit of everything, but he wasn't. He hasn't been able to show that he can stretch the floor a little bit too,
Right.
because you have two of the greatest fucking shooters ever on your team.
Or get touches. Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't need you to fucking shoot.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need you to stretch the floor because the floor is stretched.
Yeah. And then you add fucking Wiggins.
Yeah.
You got Jordan Poole doing his thing. So the touches wasn't gonna be there. Preseason football. Oh, the women. That's the game.
We're in a dogfight.
Yes. We're
in a dogfight.
Mm-hmm.
That young lady who was dropping their ass off.
Gabby Williams, got to give a shout out to her. Got to give a shout out to Gabby Williams,
who was not currently in the WNBA.
Was cut. She was Chicago Sky. Yeah. Yeah.
The thing about it is, it shows you, man. Again, the women's game is a bit different than the men's game. You know, the international play is everything. Like the best women basketball players reside here in the U.S. and we've already talked about this. So the game, right, but when you get them in international play, hey, she's familiar with that. She can do that. She was dropping their ass smooth off, Reggie. Clearly the best player on the floor. Clearly. And that's no knock at Asia.
Yeah, no, at that point in time, yeah, she was the best player on the floor.
Clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And what my man from Indianapolis, what Dennis Green said, we let him off the hook.
Yeah. yeah. Had him, and we let him off the hook.
Let him off the hook. So let's not. Shouts out, hats off to the USA women's and men's basketball team. But let's talk about this real quick before we get up out of here. Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese. Should they have been on the team? Knowing what you know now, not prior to. Prior to, it's like, okay, maybe, probably not. Post-Olympics, should they have been on the team?
I can. Well, let's start with Angel Reese.
Okay.
Her rebounding and physicality, yes. Yes. Okay. I had this conversation with somebody with my chiropractor yesterday, and me and you have had this conversation about Angel Reese. As much as I like Angel Reese, to me it just looked like she just throw the ball up there and then go get it, and then just throw the ball and go get it. We have
had this conversation. We knew that she doesn't have. It's not much to her game, but a motor. Mm-hmm. We knew that,
but she go get it. So I think her style, the way she plays, how physical and aggressive she is, fits the Olympics.
Because they were very aggressive.
Yes, fits the Olympics. So yes. Caitlin Clark, I'm kind of on the fence because she's still as great of a shooter she is. She facilitates the ball. Playing with those women, she could have been very effective, but then again, on the other end, she's still getting used to the physicality in the WNBA, which I don't think was as physical as what they were playing in the Olympics. So I think because they let them play a lot, so I think in the Olympics she wouldn't have looked as well, just because. I think 2028 she's going to be primed and ready for that because she'll be used to the as rough, as tough as they are playing. This Olympics, I don't know. I'm on the fence. Angel Reese definitely, just because of how aggressive she is.
I think that I'll agree with you as far as the physicality, because I didn't think about it from that standpoint. Mm-hmm. I didn't think that till you said it. But I think with the amount of talent around her and her ability to facilitate, I think she would have been a great asset. And as much as it hurts me to say, you could have filled one of them in and got Taurasi up out of there.
Yeah, but
I know what it is.
Farewell tour. Oh, yeah.
I know. I understand. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. I'm just saying.
I mean, I agree with you. I mean, I would have loved to see a Boomerkay in there. But she declined it herself. She took herself out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, the other girl from the Sky, Shanae Carter, as aggressive and rough as she is, she's been playing ball.
Come on, man.
Yeah. I mean, I think we knew the committee kind of got it wrong. And it's not just the Caitlin Clark factor, but there are other women that we looked at and we were like, I don't, because listen, I'm not the biggest what's her name? The from Vegas.
Chelsea
Chelsea Plum. I'm not, listen, there was a lot of games I'm looking, I'm like, oh, Chelsea Plum about to lose this game for them. Oh my God, her shot selection is terrible. But outside, like there are other players. What's the Gray?
Chelsea Gray.
No. Is it Chelsea Gray? There's another girl. Yeah.
Chelsea Plum and Gray.
Yeah. Who stepped up in the France game? Went off.
I forgot the young lady's name. Yeah.
She had like 12 in the fourth quarter. Like she unexpected, but I mean, it's like the good thing is the WNBA is in good hands.
Agreed.
And I saw this stat line that said this was the most watched women's basketball game ever, whether it was the Olympics or whatever else. And and they were saying that people weren't going to be really interested in watching the women's basketball game because Caitlin Clark wasn't on this team, which that proved it wrong. And then the fact that this game came on 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it came on. So when you go back from the East to the West Coast, 3 hours, 6 o'clock, and for this to be the most watched women's basketball game says a lot.
Yeah, because I damn sure was in the bed like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
Tuned in.
Yeah.
Tuned in. So I'm excited. Actually, I mean, me and you have been watching women's basketball. Like we're not just tuning in because Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese or whatever else. I've watched the women's college and WNBA. It's not like anything new to me. Been watching since the Charlotte Sting, but anyway, hey, bring Charlotte Sting back. I would love for us to have a
Sting back, dog.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But
shit back.
I think the next half of this WNBA season is going to be good. I'm interested to see what's going to happen, especially with this Rookie of the Year chase, and just see how everything else pans out because the Ace look like they're looking good. So we'll see, man. But that women's game, damn near went into overtime.
They let them off the hook, man.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, because I mean, first of all, they let her get her shot off, even though it was a shot. He want to be on Unapologetic.
Yeah, shout out to Blanca. Everybody say what's up to Blanca.
But yeah, and then the shot went in. So I mean, it was a well played game, man. I think that game could have went either way. A couple bad bounces here or there, and
yeah,
the U.S. got a silver and France got a gold.
Agreed, brother.
Yeah,
agreed, my brother.
It just, I mean, lets you know that USA basketball. I mean, the women that's eight straight for the women. Bro, I think it's 8 straight.
They lost since '92.
Yeah. men 5. I'm gonna ask you this question, then we leave sports. If you put Europe's best on one team,
We get crushed.
they get crushed.
We get crushed.
Oh, we get crushed. Okay, all right. So I had that conversation with somebody, and they told me different. I said, I don't think that game go the way you think it might go. I don't think so.
Listen, okay. You're saying Europe, right? So there's different countries throughout Europe,
right.
Obviously,
right?
Like so the talent pool is bigger.
Yeah.
One, the talent pool is bigger. Make no mistake about it.
It is
much greater. However, going off of your question, if you put USA versus the world in a setting like that, we get our ass spanked. If you put the NBA's best versus the USA, if you put the best players in the USA in the NBA versus the best players in the NBA in the world, I mean outside of the US, if I'm saying it correctly, we get spanked. We get our ass kicked.
Okay, so I was just thinking, just Europe in general against the world, yeah. Because if you want to put,
I'm just saying,
yeah.
You said, well, the point I'm making is, but out of 5 starters in the world, if they had a world team, right?
Yeah.
Out of 5 starters, only one of them wouldn't be from Europe, and that's SGA. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the only one, man.
Whew.
We don't got to go down the line and all that.
No,
shit.
we don't.
I mean, Serbia is Serbia considered Europe? I don't know. I'm not a fucking.
I don't know.
I'm just saying the fact of the matter. I don't think so. Actually, I don't know.
It might be. I believe it is. I believe Serbia is a part of Europe. It's not Asia.
Right.
Well, Asia is a continent. Serbia got to be
Europe, right?
Yeah. Serbia got to be. To move on, I guess kind of still in the realm of that. Why do they do breakdancing like that?
Man, let's fucking talk about it, dog. And you know,
so before you start, let me say this: breakdancing is a staple in our culture, a cornerstone of hip hop, rap, whatever you want to say, and definitely in our culture. When you talk about breakdancing, you're world and well traveled to know that you've seen people in Japan, China, California, North Carolina, New York, Texas, wherever, like some of the best breakdancers in the world. Then to turn on the Olympics and they have that as one of the events, and then to watch what we watched. Nigga, you done seen crackheads, winos come out of the store and break dance better than some of that shit on the store.
They could have went to the Bronx. They could have went to Juilliard. Hell, they could have went down to Memphis and went to Orange Mound. Cut everybody ass. The only people, honestly, that I knew that would give us a run for our money is Japan, because of how long American culture has been a part of Japan.
Not hip hop culture. Let's say that
hip hop culture has been a staple. You're right.
Yeah,
Hip hop
let's say that
in Japan. So I was surprised at that. I was not surprised at that. But come on, man. Come on, dog. What are we doing?
It was terrible. Well, so I think, in my opinion, the Olympics fucked that up.
Yeah.
What was the prerequisites? Was
Where did
there
you come from?
Yeah, like what are we talking about? And then okay, you did it, and then I guess it didn't go the way you planned it, so you nix it, which it is what it is, because it never was an event besides now. So you nix it now, so it's never going. You're not bringing it back for 2028 in Los Angeles, but you got the shit wrong anyway. I mean, is like you said, there's world renowned. You could have got the best of the best. Fuck, nigga, we see the Jabberwockies are everywhere.
You could have got my man from what's my man from what's the name of the fucking movie? What's the dance? I don't even fucking know.
Yeah,
it'll come to me in a minute. But bro, again, what was the criteria? What was like? How did you pick these guys? Who the fuck are these dudes?
Right,
represent the U.S.
Yeah, and it's a bad look. And I honestly, it's kind of like
not a speck of fucking color.
No, and I'm looking at it like, nigga, this is a smack. This is like a disrespectful or a smack to our face, because this is our culture. This is like you said, not a speck of color, not a speck of color.
Who was that motherfucking lady from Australia?
Right? No. She might have been.
That was doing that trash shit.
But she released a statement. It was a some kind of experiment that was done, and she said she spent 30 to 45 minutes on that routine. Like, what? Come on, what are we talking about? You think they would ever have a salsa dance Olympic event and not have any Hispanics in there doing, like what are we talking about?
I hear you, man. I feel you, man. It was a shit show, dog. It was a shit show.
Yeah.
Not to mention the nigga that I saw from America, I thought he cut up. I thought personally, and not being biased, the motherfucker from Japan cut up.
Yeah.
But I thought the motherfucker from the person that represented the US, the young man who represented the US, I felt like he cut up. Who the fuck's judging this shit? How the fuck do they know?
Right.
Get the fuck out, man. Don't make me mad, man. Let's move on.
Like, about, man? Back to sports real quick. M.Jordan traded to the Falcons for a 3rd round pick.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not mad at it. He wanted out.
He wanted out, bro.
Was this a contract year for him?
I'm not sure.
Was he sitting out? I'm not sure about that, but
probably. I'm glad you brought up football, because I got a question to ask you, my friend.
Okay.
What do you think? So my other I know you know. I couldn't wait. Because my other player partner, who also is a 49er fan, who happens to be Reggie as well. I asked him a couple weeks ago. I asked him about Brandon Ayuk and what was going on, or what he thought. He's like, bro, don't worry about it on the trip. The deal's done. If you know John Lynch, you know this, blah, 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 blah. And I said, well, I told him, I said, it sounds good. It briefs well. However, if this young man knew that a deal was done, he would not have went on All the Smoke or the Pivot or the Pivot, not All the Smoke, the Pivot, and said the things he said. He would not be as vocal as he has been, because the boy all but said, "Hey, I want to be in DC.
Mm-hmm.
Put me back with Jaden Daniels. That's who I want to play with. Fuck the bullshit, and they gonna pay me." Now, reports have come out. Actually, Jerry Rice spilled the tea last night.
Yeah.
On what the young boy is gonna do. So now, my question to you is: how do you feel, and what is your stance on your team potentially leaving?
Well, so in your homie's defense, Debo did the same thing last year.
Agreed.
Remember that nigga was in the club popping bottles and had signs up. But
he wasn't he wasn't as vocal. He wasn't
right.
vocal about he wasn't big enough as a quarterback. Debo was not doing that.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You has been doing
that. Honestly, I like Brandon Ayuk. I do.
You better fucking.
I would love to keep him.
Shit.
But if the reports are true and he says he wants 30 plus, I don't think he's a 30 plus. Me and Smurf had this talk and we looked at the 30 plus, 30 million plus receivers.
Okay.
He's not them.
But he's not them based on what though? He's not them based on his name or production. Keep in mind, he has the best running back that happens to be a receiver and the best, the best hyper whatever the fuck Debo is.
Debo, Kittles.
Yeah. Look at what he has. And he still put up numbers.
Yeah. So I mean,
still wasn't a threat.
He does. So as a unit, because when when you say that, and then I saw this stat about Debo that says for the last 4 years, Debo has led the NFL in yak. He's the only player that has done that ever.
He's a bruiser. He's a bruiser.
Yes. So, but I mean, I think as a unit, all of them make each other great at what they do.
Okay, so you're saying he's getting off because of his support?
No. I think he's going to get off, but I think like far as in him getting his numbers. Now, if you send him to DC where he has to be the man,
you don't got to be the man in DC. Because Scary Terry's the man, and De'Ami Brown as well.
It's going to be you kind of put him outside of you never know what old boy Brian Robinson is going to do either. So it kind of puts him in the same situation. Now you have this whole
and Eckler. They got Eckler too.
Yeah. So
you put him in DC, but the reports are not DC. The reports are Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And if you pair him up with that young boy on the other side of that field from Georgia.
Yeah. So I mean, so the DC thing, I don't know. Because from what I read, the only place he want to go is Pittsburgh.
Now, this one, but I'm saying he went on the pivot,
right?
And he was bigging up Jaden Daniels, who happened to be in the building as well.
Well, even on his IG live, I saw his IG live, and him and Daniels was on it. But
that's his man. That's his man.
But from everything I read, they put it in his lap. They say, "Hey, I got a deal. We got a deal from Cleveland. We got a deal from Pittsburgh." And
what's he gonna choose Pittsburgh? Who don't want to?
He didn't. So I guess whatever the deals were, he didn't agree to. So it's kind of a standstill now.
The man wants to get paid,
right?
And I understand that.
I do too.
And what I'm saying is, you as a 49er fan, I think we're getting off topic. You as a 49er fan, you are saying that they should let him walk. No,
I want to keep him, but I don't.
I know you want to keep him, but hey, you got to pay the cost to be the boss.
Right.
So with that being said, he should walk. They should let him walk.
If he's outside of his market, if his market ain't 30, and he want 30 plus, yeah.
Let him walk.
Yeah. If he go to Cleveland, reports are if he go to Cleveland, San Francisco wants what you call it back in return. Amari Cooper. And Cleveland is willing to put him in that deal, but I guess whatever Cleveland is going to pay him ain't in the range that he want. So these teams got a pay range that they want to put Brandon Ayuk in.
Yeah.
Cleveland and Pittsburgh, they got a pay range. I don't know if New England, because I heard New England
they win and
act out the deal. So I don't think from what Brandon Ayuk wants and what other GMs or teams are evaluating him at, ain't his actual, I guess ain't it don't meet the range that he's at. Because I think if Pittsburgh said, hey, yeah, we'll give you 30, 32, 33, 34, he'd be in Pittsburgh right now. And Cleveland, the same thing. So I mean, yeah, I don't 30 plus, I'll let him walk. Well, not necessarily let him walk, but I'm going to trade him and get as much fair value back as I can. I would love for him to come back, but if we're going to trade him to Cleveland, yes, Amari Cooper, you can come. I'll happily settle for Amari Cooper. And I don't think that's settling. But I would hate to see him leave.
I would hate for you. Listen. Quietly, back early before preseason a few months ago, I followed all the Panthers blogs. There were plenty of goddamn people, put them in the old Panther suit in Charlotte, and I ain't say nothing about it.
Somebody texted me and said that, hey, he going to Charlotte, and I was like, one of my brothers. I was like, okay.
I was feeling myself, Lord, please bring him on. Lord, please bring him on the show, please.
All right, ladies, listen. I think we sports talked y'all out enough. I know.
Thank you for thugging it out. Most of them.
But listen, it's timestamps. I say this for a reason.
Bro, I promise you, sir. I know for a fact. I know a few ladies that be like, yeah, I just skip over that shit.
I do too, but some was like, oh, y'all talk about sports for like 40 minutes. I'm like, listen,
right, we're gonna give you 30, 35 minutes of good content that you want to hear about, right, that you want to talk shit about. Look, so
it's time. It's time scrap. This time wherever you watch it at. Wherever you watch, if you watch it on YouTube, is time. Listen, you could hit like the skip button and it'll actually jump you to the next subject because
100%.
But anyway, I saw this post on Spiritual World about Devontae Mitchell.
Okay.
43 years old. He passed away. He's from Milwaukee. He passed away in Milwaukee on June 3rd. So he was restrained by the police officers and actual pinned to the ground.
Okay.
His death is ruled a homicide by restraint asphyxiation, but the medical examiner also says there was drugs involved.
Of course there were. Okay.
So
how can
it be the narrative and where we're going with this.
So how could it be both? Did he have drugs in his system? Probably. Sure, I'm sure he did, right? But at the end of the day, if it's a homicide, it can't be a homicide, and you say, "Oh, well, he had drugs in his system, so that could have been a factor." Right? All right. Granted. Do drugs have an effect on your body? Yes. But if you call it a fucking homicide, it's a fucking homicide. That means somebody killed you, motherfucker. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody killed
you. Marijuana is a drug, right?
Yeah, that's what they say. I mean, recreational drug.
Right. But the bigger thing to me is restraint asphyxiation.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not a genius or the best on this definition of words, but asphyxiation, if you cut off somebody's air supply, what happens?
They're gonna fucking suffocate.
So that's like, so I never get that. Like, so what are we talking about? They're describing this, or the other side of the fence is saying basically the same things about George Floyd. Mm-hmm. But listen, I don't care if the person's drunk, they're high, or whatever else. Asphyxiation, if you cut off the air supply, the person is probably going to die. So I don't care how doped up they are or how drunk or whatever else. Like that, like what make that shit make sense to me. What are we talking about?
Can't, my brother.
I mean, I don't even understand the argument.
Right.
Asphyxiation is asphyxiation. If somebody came in there and pinned you to the ground and to where it cut off your air supply and you passed away, and they said, well, there's a trace of cocaine in his system. Mm-hmm. What does that trace of cocaine got? And y'all, Dre don't do cocaine, for everybody that want to be literal, technical, whatever else.
No, I don't do cocaine.
It's just an example.
It's not my thing. Sorry, folks.
Yeah, we're gonna get the cocaine in a minute. We're gonna get the cocaine in a minute. But what does cocaine in your system have to do with somebody cutting off your air supply?
Like, it's dog shit.
Right. Like,
dog
it's
shit,
moving the goalposts for me. Moving the goalposts
of course.
Tremendously.
Of course.
Tremendously. It's sad, but I mean, condolences, rest in peace to everybody affected by this young man's death. It's sad that this is not big news. That I had to see this shit on not the shade room, but spiritual world. I'm just happened to scroll and see this shit. But if all this other shit is true about police receiving immunity and amnesty from this Project 2025 shit, listen, we in trouble. Goes back to voting. Listen, y'all pay attention to everything that's about to happen. I did see something that Kamala Harris and Donald Trump will have a debate on I think it's ABC, and I believe it's in September. Don't fact check me.
I think it's September the 10th.
I'm freestyling, but you're absolutely right. I think it is. I think it's the day before 9/11. But pay attention, watch it. To move on, Marcus Jordan is having a little booger sugar for brunch.
Okay.
For brunch.
Okay.
Do I care? No. I mean,
okay.
That's that man's business.
Listen, that's a rich man's drug, right? At the end of the day, bro, I'm not surprised.
Is it though?
Yes, it is.
Because listen, let's get off subject real well. We're not gonna get off subject, but listen, since I have been out the army and I have not done that shit. Anybody know me know I don't. I might drink alcohol, but I don't.
Yeah, you ain't fuck around. Yeah, you fuck
any
around.
drug, but
yeah,
I have been surprised at how many people I know personally
that snort coke. But I told you, remember, I told you that a couple years ago.
Nigga, in my immediate, and I'm not, I don't want to,
I told
around me, yeah, just like.
I told you that, sir, a couple of years ago. I told you that, right? Like, right. Like at the end of the day, coke. Coke is a recreational drug.
Nigga.
Coke is a recreational drug, bro. Like you motherfuckers that I know plenty of people that that snort powder. You know what I mean? And They're successful.
But so honestly, I don't know if I never paid attention to it before, but now, now that like I hang out a lot more than I did when I was in the army, you know what I'm saying? Especially with civilians, people that are not in the army, because because now everybody that I knew that was in the army, they're long gone, they PCS somewhere. So the majority of my friends are civilian because the longevity, whatever else. So I see that shit a lot more, and motherfuckers ain't bashful about that shit. Like motherfuckers be like, yo, I'm about to go real quick. I'm like, huh? Like
I'm
what?
gonna tell you, yeah, right. I'm gonna tell you what. It's a motherfucker in your neighborhood that I know bump.
I probably know. Listen,
I know he bumps.
I'm at kickbacks.
Think about who in your neighborhood.
Okay.
And we're gonna leave it at that. I know he bumps. I know it. I just laugh like.
Listen, I'm at kickbacks, get-togethers, whatever, and it ain't nothing to walk past a room and motherfuckers is just like. I went to the. This is probably a couple months ago. I was going to the bathroom, walked by the laundry room, and these motherfuckers was on the washing machine.
Yeah, bro.
I looked, I'm like, nigga, never seen. Listen, I've seen cocaine. I've seen people like here and there, but I've never seen it like that. Like I see it now. Like, I'm just like I did not know. Like I said, motherfuckers is on that, like using it like that. Like, yeah, like you said, recreational.
Yeah, you know what? But you know what it is. I think like for me, I think it's about exposure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like at the end of the day, we grew up in two different. While we're from the same state, we had two different upbringings.
Mm-hmm.
Understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. We both Southern as fuck, right? But at the end of the day, I'm from the city. You're not.
Mm-hmm.
So the shit that I seen, the motherfucker with the most money was they like, yeah, they might hit him a little weed and shit.
Yeah.
But a lot of the motherfuckers who had the money, they tune up, bro.
I listen, I thoroughly believe it. I believe it.
They were tuning up, and I
believe it. Like I said, like I've seen more coke in the last year than I've seen motherfuckers like use coke more in the last year than I've seen motherfuckers smoking weed. Probably.
I believe that. But I would tell you that.
And it like that shit is mind blowing to me. I was like, yo, I did not know. Like I never knew. I knew this many people around me, close to me in my circle, friends or whatever else, that was just that just used. Like, I didn't know that shit.
Yeah,
that shit is crazy to me. And I was telling somebody else that the other day. I'm like, listen, you would not believe how many people you like use coke around you that you don't know about. Like,
have no clue.
Like, yeah, no clue. And it made me think back to my time in the military. Like, it was probably motherfuckers around me all the time that did that shit. And I just never, like, it is what it is.
Dog, in one of my duty stations, dog, no bullshit, dog. The motherfucker who ran the UA, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He ran the UA pop hot for coke. He ran it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you're gonna beat it, you got it. But he obviously he didn't beat it. But I mean,
hell no, he ain't beat it.
Yeah. But back to Marcus Jordan.
Yeah,
like you said, rich man's drug.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Hey. I honestly I don't care. I mean,
niggas snort that powder, man. Nigga want to have a good time, man. That's what they on.
The nigga wasn't shy about it. It looked like he posed for the pictures.
The nigga was at a motherfucking dinner table in broad daylight, bro. Had him a little scoop.
Yeah, had a scoop.
Huh? Come on, man. Bro. Come on, man. It's a party pack, dog.
It is, and actually, that is a actual party drug.
Yeah,
it is. I listen. You know the crazy thing is, the first time I seen like just someone openly use that, use it. Like out and like not care was in Garden City.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like openly, like out openly and not care. I walked in the bathroom, the niggas was there, and you know Gardens, you know when I say Garden City, you know what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, them niggas in the bathroom just, and I was like, oh, let me get out of here. I was like, well, let me turn around and walk back out. I don't know what the fuck going on in here, but these niggas in here snorting coke. Yeah. But anyway, I saw this post. So there was this young lady named Antoinette Stevens.
All right.
She went through her boyfriend's phone and found out that her boyfriend was cheating on her with a young lady named Ashley.
Okay.
So she texted Ashley from her boyfriend's phone, told Ashley to come over. They was gonna link up, whatever. Blah 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 blah. Ashley thought it was the boyfriend. So Ashley came to the house. Boyfriend wasn't there. I don't know where he was at. The police report don't say that, and whatever's posted don't say that. The boyfriend's girlfriend and her sister was there waiting for Ashley. So once Ashley got there, they recorded themselves beating Ashley, dragged her down the stairs, then dragged her down the street by her hair, you know, and told her to get the fuck on. Told her to get the fuck on, basically. Ashley went home, didn't feel good, went to the hospital. She died in the hospital from internal bleeding.
Okay.
So now Antoinette and sister are in prison for 20 years.
Okay.
So honestly, and of course I'm leaving out some things, but to make a long story less long and short, this shit is crazy. It sounds crazy. But is of course I know the answer, but is all that shit worth it?
It's never worth it, man. But a woman scorned, dog. A woman motherfucking scorned, brother. It's never worth it. A woman scorned, dog.
And so I had two of them, and I'm gonna use this one. So, in Jamaica, Queens, lady goes in the store.
Yeah.
Two guys are in the store. They see her. She look good. They spit game, try to holler at her. She's not feeling it. Her boyfriend's out in the car outside waiting on her to come back. So, I don't know the exchange, but we've seen young women like, you know what? Nah, nigga, fuck you, or whatever else. I'm good, blah, 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 whatever else. I don't know the exchange. She went back to the car, told her boyfriend that two niggas try to holler at her in the store, and they was disrespectful towards her.
Okay.
He gets out, goes in the store, see what's going on, say, hey, who fucking with my girl or whatever? Why y'all come at her like that? He gets shot up.
Listen, I don't know, bro. Anybody, you're gonna do it in that situation like that. You're gonna do it. I'm gonna do it because at the end of the day, you want your woman to feel some sort of protection and security, dog.
We about to have a good conversation.
Yeah, right. So you want her. The first thing you're gonna do is, you know what I mean. Like at the end of the day, it's like, all right, as a man, you're gonna tell your old lady, like, realistically, and some would, but most wouldn't. Like, oh shit, don't worry about it. If they ain't tripping, let's just get in the car and just go. The second, third order effects are you willing to, and you got to know your woman too, but are you willing to face that, or are you willing to put that on the line and say, all right, well, let's just get in the car and let's just go, and have my woman look at me like I'm a baby back bitch? Or am I going to grab my nuts and go up in here and say what's up?
That's a tough predicament.
It is. It's very tough.
It's a tough predicament. I mean, because you do you question your woman and say, well, hey, was it really disrespectful or offended? What did they say?
Fuck no. The average man is not.
Right.
What did they say? Yes. But was it really disrespectful?
Right.
And she done came to you and she told you
Yeah.
you feel disrespected. You're not going to ask a woman that as a man.
Right.
You're not going to do that.
So
you're not.
So now here's another question. Her coming to you, do you feel like it's an implied task that you need to go in there and check these niggas, see what the fuck is going on?
Do you what?
Do you feel like or think it's an implied task that she came to you and said and told you like, hey, I felt disrespected or this or that happened, blah, blah, blah. So now do you feel like the implied task is I need to go in here and get shit shaken or see what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. Yes. Because she feels threatened. And you as her man,
right,
you're her protector.
All right. So how do we avoid this situation? Is it up to the woman that she comes to you and say, you know what? I don't know what the fuck is going on. It ain't worth it. Do I not say something to my man? Or do I tell him? Do I tuck it in or do I tell him?
No, you tuck it.
So the woman should so you would expect your woman to be, and you might be right, you might be wrong. Who knows? Because I honestly don't know. So you want the woman that's well versed enough to say, you know what, the shit wasn't that serious. I'm gonna tuck this in.
Yeah, I do. Because it's like I need to know you and what the fuck's going on. You need to know me. And if you know the type of dude that I am, that I'm gonna pop off and I'm gonna try to figure out, because we're not taking no disrespect around here.
Mm-hmm.
And if it ain't that, then because if you bring it to me, I'm thinking in my mind, me personally, I'm thinking it in my mind. You could say, well, this happened in the store or whatever the case may be. Right. But once I hear that, in my mind, it's 3 times worse than what you told me. And then I'm thinking about my old lady has told these boys, yeah, I got my man out front.
Okay.
So now it's a double-edged sword, because now she done told you what the fuck was going on, 1, and 2, these niggas on some fuck you and him type shit, fuck that nigga type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, me, I'm not letting my old lady go into no store and shit like that, especially late at whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It's gonna be very far between where I let my girl go into the motherfucking store without me, or if I'm saying, "Oh, okay, I got it. I'll be right back."
Yeah.
So personally.
Yeah.
But if the chips were to fall that way, I'm thinking about all that. But my brain a little different, bro. So
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I've been in a situation before, a couple of situations like this. Well, not to this extreme, to where, you know, I've had the woman that was a little, you know what I'm saying? Like they was a little more extra than should have been, to where a nigga said something to them and it's been like, nigga, you ain't even on my level. Like, why the fuck is you talking to me? You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Not those exact words, but something like that. So you might see where a nigga might get a little defensive. But at the same time, I can't expect a nigga to respect women like I do, or like, you know what? I'm going to hold my tongue and not, come back. So I'm with you. I would want the woman to where if it wasn't like the most disrespectful, to be like, you know what? This ain't worth it.
That's what I'm saying.
Because like as you said, the second and third order effects might be death or somebody ended up in jail or whatever else. But especially if there was nobody put hands on nobody. The tricky part, the worst thing, this nigga said this nigga said that. Naturally, you want to protect your woman and make her, let her know, because you always want her to feel protected and safe when she's around you. So if she come back to you with this shit and you like, well, them niggas ain't touch you, babe. Let's just ride out. We gonna like, you might have to. You probably won't hear the end of that shit, and she probably ain't gonna be like, this nigga ain't gonna, if shit got to shaking, he might get to shaking. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's a tough one. I don't know. Nobody should lose their life over anything like that. I'm pretty sure this nigga when he went to confront these guys about whatever was said to his woman, the last thing he expected was gonna be a go ahead.
He had to. He had to, bro.
Well, that's if you think, if you have that what is it, the Murphy's Law thing, what can happen will happen, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these niggas is just like, you know what? I'm gonna go see what's up. They ain't thinking like, oh, these niggas in here got a gun. It's gonna go off as soon as I ask them or say something. Like he may have been a very optimistic guy. Very optimistic guy. We gonna save this one. How do you feel about being in a relationship, but being attracted to other people? Attracted, not attractive, but attracted to other people. So we had this conversation. Well, me and you haven't had this conversation. I had this conversation with somebody else, and we probably have, but it's kind of like the conversation I had. Someone was acting like or saying like the blinders. Like once you get in a relationship, whether it's marriage or whatever else, the blinders should be on. Which I don't agree with that at all.
You know what? Whoever told you that shit, myself, you, and them, we can have a private conversation, the group chat or a Zoom or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna tell them they full of dog shit. Human nature, bro. It's one thing to be attracted to someone, but it's another thing to act on it.
Absolutely.
You think your old lady out, right? Your old lady might love your dirty drawers. She might not cheat on you. She might not. Your man may not cheat on you. Might not do none of this. But you don't think she look at a motherfucker and be like,
yeah.
Or he look at a motherfucker and be like, You know what I'm saying? That's not reality.
Right. I'm 100%.
That's not fucking reality, and we got to get out of that shit, bro. It's the difference between being attracted to someone. Anybody that tell you they're not attracted to anybody but they fucking partner at the time or whatever, because it would be wife, husband, whatever, girl, man, they lying. And I
The
don't
crazy
fuck
thing
with
is, I bet you probably would hear that sentiment from a lot of people too. Like, nah, the only person I got eyes for is blah blah blah.
man, shut the
Stop
fuck
playing with me.
up.
Stop lying.
Shut the fuck up. No,
Right.
you saying stop lying. I'm gonna say shut the fuck up. That's what I'm gonna say. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I don't care who. Like, come on, bro. Like you're insulting my intelligence.
Yeah.
You insult my intelligence, and you're lying to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the one person that you shouldn't lie to. You
It's
shouldn't
yourself.
tell lies anyway. But the one person, 100% unadulterated, you should not lie to your fucking self. And if you're sitting there lying to yourself, you're dangerous. And I don't want dangerous people around me. I'm enough myself. I don't need no more.
Like,
I don't need no more because you're lying to yourself.
Yeah. I think we like the part of it is you have to be adult enough or mature enough to realize that, like, hey, look, I'm not the best looking, the most handsome, the prettiest, the tallest, the fastest, whatever else, in the world. So it's always going to be something about somebody else that might be a little more attractive than me or whatever else. But it's left up to your partner to say, you know what? This ain't worth it. I love this more about him or her or whatever else. It's always going to be somebody that's more than somebody else. And it don't matter who you are. You can be, you could point out some of the most prettiest women that you have ever seen in your life, and chances are they got cheated on. You can find the most handsomest guys that these women think they are, and chances are they got cheated on. So it's always the ER or a more or better or whatever else out there.
Yeah.
So for me to expect that my woman wouldn't think that a Chris Brown is attractive or Michael B. Jordan is attractive or whoever else, you know what I'm saying? Like they only got eyes for me. They only find me attractive. Nobody else is like I would be stupid to think that's like that's it. Like,
that's not reality, bro.
As you said, the other thing, the other piece of that is if they act on it.
Right.
That's the difference. So
it's a big, come on.
Yeah. I honestly think, like, you being in a relationship, you can be in a relationship and absolutely 100% be attracted to other people. You're going to find other people attractive.
Right.
So I don't know. Yeah, I find that conversation interesting. We're gonna get through these. I saw how do you feel about helping one of your exes? Let's say you was a millionaire, right? You was married, you and your ex separated, got divorced or whatever, y'all had kids. Let's say you ended up with custody of the children. Right? In the divorce proceedings or whatever else, let's say you gave your ex 5 to 10 million. That's what was agreed upon. You gave her 5 to 10 million. Years later, reports came out and found out that she was homeless. She was hurting for money.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you are obligated? You should help her out, give her more money.
Hey, dog, I gave you what I gave you, Hey, I gave you what I gave you, man. I gave you what I gave you. I just gave you 10 M's. I gave 10 M's for the free. Cause I got love in this motherfucker right here to get you in trouble.
Right. Yeah.
I gave it to you. I got the babies. I got the babies. I gave you 10 M's. What you snorted up? You shot it up. What you do? No. Hell no. And I got the babies.
Right.
Now, listen. Now, depending on how you lost that bread, I get you some help as far as you got them go to see a counselor or drug users anonymous or whatever the case may, whatever that looks like. You know what I'm saying? I'll do that. I ain't putting more bread in your hand though. It's over with.
Yeah. But yeah, if I get you 5 to 10.
Oh shit.
5 to 10.
You just snorted up 5 to 10.
So wait. So does the amount matter? What if it's 1? Because we saying 5 to 10.
It do fucking matter.
It does. So what if it's 1? If you gave her M.
One M?
Yeah.
It's still $1 million, bro.
Yeah.
I gave you $1 million.
It is.
You fucked $1 million up.
What about 50,000? What the 500,000? What about 500? Half a M. 500.
I gave you a half a M.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you fucked it off, and you ain't got nothing to show for it.
I'm with you.
And we just got to talk about how much money I got.
I'm with you. Listen, half a M.
How much money I got?
Let's say you up. You up. You up enough to where like half a M, even an M didn't hurt you.
Oh, so we talking like 40.
Yeah.
I'm up 40 M's.
Yeah.
And I gave first of all, yeah, if I'm up 40 M's, I give the mother of my children, but
if you up 40, you probably gave her about 5 to 10, maybe.
No. And I got the kids?
Yeah.
No, I'm giving
wait. How much are you giving if you got the kids? How much are you giving?
About 3.
About 3 M?
About 3, no more than 3.
Yeah.
No more than 3.
Okay. And that's 40, it. Don't hey, I put this in your pocket. Don't come back for nada.
Nathan.
Don't spend it all in one place.
Hey, God damn, I just changed your life, motherfucker.
Ooh,
don't come back. Go live your life. Don't come back. Love don't live.
Hey, listen, if I break you off, right? That past history don't matter. Like we got kids together. We had a nice run, whatever. Like, yeah, don't come back. So what if she had the kids?
Shit, man. It's a different ball game.
Are you asking for custody, or are you just willing to just give money, throw money in her lap?
For your kids, for me personally, guess what? Even now, it's a hard question to ask because even now, even though the mothers of my children don't abuse it, I don't think.
Right.
I'll never know. But they both know that if you come to me for the sake of my children, I'm gonna make it happen. Right. So I don't know. I don't know. Bro. When it comes to them babies, man, it's different. You know that.
It is. I think it's gonna have to be a long conversation. I'm definitely for me. I mean, as far as in the conversation, because I'm definitely thinking about, well, you had this. So is it more conducive for me to have the kids? Because who's to say if I gave you another 2, that shit ain't gone, and I'm still stable. Like now we talking about kids.
Yeah.
Where they need to be. Like,
but who's to say you ain't
hard
fucking
conversation. Hard conversation.
Who's to say you ain't fucking bread off too? It's your bread.
Yeah. But she the one asking me for money. I'm not asking her for money though.
That's real. That's real.
You know?
That's real. Respect.
I mean, tough conversation.
Respect. That baby combo is different.
Yeah, it is.
Damn. Damn. You know what a motherfucker told me, man?
What's that?
Told me, man. Motherfucker told me, called me. It's so funny. Motherfucker said, yeah, well, for Donna's birthday, I want to get him and take him on a helicopter.
Okay, listen. All right.
No, man, it's turning 5 years old. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't think about it, Rich.
Okay.
I'd be lying. Fuck you gonna do on a helicopter, man?
You know, I don't know if it was 5 or 6, but my mom and my dad tell me, you know, I flew on a helicopter from wherever to wherever. I don't remember that shit, honestly. Adonis might remember it later on in his 30s and 40s, maybe. I don't know, but I'm here to tell you, I don't remember that shit.
Listen, man.
You, as the parent, are gonna remember it, and you know what I'm saying. But is that why it's being done? For you to feel a certain way and for you to remember it or whatever else, when you know, when you talk to them in their 20s about it and they're like, you know, I don't, okay, all right, yeah.
Dog, this man went to Disney Paris for his what 3rd birthday or some shit. Man, he don't remember it now.
That's so. You want to have this conversation? Or you want to save it for next podcast?
We can have it the next pod, bro.
Okay, we're gonna put a pin in that one. We don't
want to incriminate ourselves or endanger. You know, you gotta walk outside, bro. Nobody sniping you.
No. We good because I think because it's long. I think that's a longer conversation than what we have time for. You know, but because there's plenty of things that your parents probably tell you that they did or whatever else that you don't even remember. And now, like as an adult, now I start to think and like, did I really do this because I feel like it's, you know, for my child, or is it more for me and my memories? Like, because like you said, 2-3 years from now, they're not gonna remember. They ain't gonna care, especially the age. Now, if he was 10, 15 years old, it might be different.
Right.
You know, but to move on, I was with a group of people. The ladies was talking about round 2. And the question was asked, why is that second round so important?
Oh, in the octagon.
Yeah.
Why is it so important to men or to women?
Well, so the consensus was it ain't really that important to men. It's more important to a woman. But the statement was made, well, if I'm giving you head and I'm giving you good dick, and I know for a fact that you telling me you probably then came 2 or 3 times off head, and then you probably came once off dick, and then I get a good nut off this first round, why is the second round so important to you?
Bro, I think it's about.
Well, how important is the second round to you first before you even start? All right, proceed. Proceed. Now that we got that out the way. Now that we got that out the way.
It's about dominance, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's about. It's about dominance, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could be, if when it comes down to a man, if a woman got you turned up,
Mm-hmm.
that you got to back up in that motherfucker. Yeah, you're doing it for you, but you're also doing it for her too.
Okay.
And I think depending on your sex drive, right? Like I
Right.
think right, if you wanna rock back out, get back up in there, right? Get back in the game,
Mm-hmm.
right? You're doing it for you, but also too, you're gonna do it for, psychologically, you're gonna do it for that woman that let her know, like, hey, you got me that turned up.
Right. Okay.
If that makes sense.
It does. It does. I don't like I like to put in work. I like to put in work.
Right, right.
And I think like a lot of our objectives for especially with someone you like being with or you care about, for us men, I think, you know, we want her to get as many as she can, especially before we even fuck.
That's what a
Um,
grown man.
right, right,
That's what a grown man do.
yeah, absolutely. So depending on my nut, depending on how good it is, I might, that might be the one for me.
Mm.
You might want to tuck me in, depending on how good it is.
Mm-hmm.
Is the second round that important to me? I agree with you. Your face said it all. It ain't that important to me. I think that's more aesthetic for the woman. Um, but I mean, I don't know. I'm at that point, especially now. I'm just like, listen, if we can get one good one, if I can get one good one, you can get a couple. I feel like if you need the second round, then I might not have done the job good enough. But then again, it all depends on the sex drive too. And then sometimes you have them nights to where you like, you know what? Let me go in here and wipe off real quick, and then we going right back at it.
Yeah.
But that was a good conversation that we had though. Why is the second round so important? Because the most of us like it ain't important. But the women on the other hand was like I don't know. But I'm like, well, who was the second round really for? Then it ain't for me. It ain't for me. Gift and a curse, because if it like as a woman, she can come or she can nut about 3, 4, 5 times, and half of them you might not even know that she did, and then still be ready to go.
That's true.
But now if she switched spots and she can get that one good one, like a man, as a man, you think it'd be any different? You think she might want 3, 4, 5? Well, she ain't, as a man, she ain't gonna get 3, 4, 5. You know what? TMI. Well, it ain't even TMI. You might be the same way. Listen, my second one, it ain't for me, because I'm not gonna say like I'm numb or insensitive, but it for me to get a second nut, it's gonna be a while. It ain't just like, you know what I'm saying. It's gonna be a while. It's gonna be. You might be like, all right, She gonna be like, I'm ready. I'm done now.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that second one is gonna take some work for me. So that second round is just like, this is for you. Like I'm a participant. I'm Tyrese Halliburton right now.
I think different cases, man.
Yeah.
It's just different cases. I think that that taps into how you fuck with the person or not, man.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you fuck with the person or not,
Okay.
or what type of shit you want, because niggas can be monsters. You know what I'm saying? We could be some monsters, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And we want the motherfucker make sure we put a stamp on the pussy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But for real, like, let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
But also too, if you fuck with a motherfucker or a motherfucker gets you that turned up, and you like, nah, I need to get back up in there, man.
Right.
Put the gloves back on and goddamn,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
All right. Let's do this unapologetic truths. How do you feel about your partner having a box of keepsakes from a past relationship?
As long as I don't see it, I don't mind it. You know what I'm saying? We all have some shit from our past, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, that's your shit. That's your shit, right? Like, I can't stop you from that. I don't know where you were in that relationship. I don't know where you were at that time of your life. I don't know the sentimental value that whatever it is
Right.
has. I don't know that shit.
Uh-huh.
And I'd be a dick if I was like, yo, throw that shit out.
Right.
In my opinion.
Yeah. I think I agree with your answer. I think it might be different if we were women. I don't know for sure, because I'm pretty sure. Well, I've had a conversation of I've known it was shit. Well, it was shit in my phone that I didn't even know about that was old as fuck, and motherfucker went through my phone like, why the fuck is this still in there? I don't like, but I dated this girl once, and I may have told you this. I don't know. She had a guy that she was dating, boyfriend or whatever. I can't remember how close they were. They wasn't married and they wasn't engaged. He passed away, and she had one of his shirts and a hoodie that she used to wear around, and that was like something that she had of him, and that shit was odd to me. One of the shirts had his it was an army shirt, had his last name on the back of it. I'm just like, I looked at it, I'm like, who the fuck? I asked her, I'm like, well, who name is that? Oh, that's da 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 name. Yeah, he black. I'm like, oh, nigga that died. But she used to wear that shit. I was just like, that shit was weird as fuck to me. I'm like, oh, okay, well. It was hard to have that conversation for me to where I'm like, you don't need to wear that. Like, don't. But somebody that she cared about, she was in a relationship with at the time that they passed away. So do I say, like, hey, don't wear that shit around me? As you say, like, be a dick about it?
Yeah.
Or be like, you know what? Sentimental value, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't want to see it though.
Yeah, I don't want to see it, but you would think that the person would be like, you know what? How would I feel if he was wearing, something that his ex gave him, or that, she had? Maybe, I don't know. I doubt, I don't know nothing I would wear of an ex-girlfriend I had, but whatever. Is maybe a bracelet or a necklace. I don't know, some shit, but whatever. I wouldn't, honestly, I wouldn't care, but I think it's certain things that will bother me, i.e. this shirt or a hoodie. Especially you wearing around me in the house, no, we can't cuddle in that shit. Nah. Anyway, this statement was made: a woman can love a man desperately with her feelings and still not know how to love him correctly with her actions. So have you ever been in a situation to where you knew a woman loved you, loved your dirty drawers, as you would say?
Yeah.
No question about it. But
yeah,
her actions said different.
What you mean? What actions are we talking about?
Whatever actions, the way she The way
ain't
she
with that.
talked to you, the way she moved, things she did, and it might just be the way you interpret love.
Are you asking me if that could be true?
Yeah.
Bro, so many people are different, man. Us as human beings, we're different, bro. I would like to think that a woman that loves you, right? If the love is unconditional or whatnot, like there's certain things that she will do or she won't do or protect or may not protect. You know what I mean? When it comes down to your heart, but people are different, dog.
Mm-hmm.
People are different, and so I'm gonna say it's true.
I think so. I agree. Um, I I think I have been in situations to where I know the woman loved me,
Mm,
but and I think it's just more or less how you receive love. Like, you for instance, I was with a woman that loved to buy you stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like she would
mm,
like, if I said, for instance, if I was like, damn, my back hurt, I'm sore or something, damn, I wouldn't mind a massage.
mm,
I might have wanted a massage from Bay. I want her hands on me.
mm.
But maybe she came back with a massage envy gift card.
Yeah.
While I appreciate that massage envy gift card, you know what? I wanted your hands on me. You know what I'm saying? I wanted you to rub me down. I wanted you to massage me.
Mm.
And that's just an example. So I mean, I've been in situations like that to where it's just like, you know, and not to say that's loving somebody wrong or right. It's just I think how you interpret it versus, whatever else.
For sure.
Um, if you could have an endless supply of one thing, and that one thing can't be money or love, what would it be? Hmm. Oh, I hate to be vague, but I'm probably gonna have to go with happiness. When you take money and love out of the equation, that's because that sums up so much for us. A lot of us tend to think money answers all the problems.
Share happiness.
Yeah.
I fuck with that.
I mean, it's hard for me to think of. I mean, I would definitely have to put on. This is my first time seeing this. It's hard I to think of something else.
I'm gonna go with purpose, bro.
With who?
Purpose.
Purpose. Okay. An endless
Because
amount of purpose. Okay.
yeah, because you think about it throughout your life, and I know I'll probably get some backlash for it, like whatever. But I'm gonna say purpose because you think about how
Mm-hmm.
many times in your life you done been like, yo, what am I doing? Why am I here?
Mm-hmm.
What am I supposed to be doing? Why did the big homie upstairs put me here? Even when you figured it out, you still backtracked and thought about you
Mm-hmm.
retract and thought about if what you thought was bullshit, you had to second guess yourself.
Yeah.
But if I 100% no doubt know my purpose here, I'm rich forever in so many different ways.
Right. Yeah. Because you rich to you might be different than rich to the other person. The other person could be money.
That's
Your
what I'm
rich
saying.
could
That's why I
be,
said
yeah,
it's so
yeah,
many.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. So that's what I'm saying. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, knowing your purpose, man. If you know your purpose out here, bro, you're untouchable.
Yeah,
You're untouchable.
I agree. I agree. But you know, society tells us a lot different. Like I said, we're led to believe that money answers all the problems.
Yeah, all right.
If I just had $1 million, I wouldn't have none of these problems.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's wrap it up.
Man, well, shout out to you, big dog, for keeping this thing afloat. Man, I'm happy for you, man, that you had the opportunity to go down to your family reunion yard and rekindle, you know, probably some dim flame with your family members and shit like that, man. It's really, really dope. Shout out to the home team back home. Shout out to my mom, my step pops, you know, for being my support system, you know, since the beginning. Um, Shout out to what's soon to be my stepmom Barbara, man, out there in Durham, man. She's recently had surgery, man, on her neck, man. So I'm praying for a speedy recovery, so that you get back here and do your 1-2. And as always, man, mental health is real. Myself is rich. May not be subject matter experts when it come down to it, but I can assure you, before you harm yourself or you harm others, please tap into the Unapologetic Podcast and or our Facebooks or our individuals. And I can assure you, we will get you the help that you need. Other than that, big dog, you already know what's going on with me. Different toilet, same shit.
Absolutely. Before we get out of here, I want to give a shout out, since we are Tar Heels till the end.
Yep. The very end.
Coach Anson Dorrance, he just recently retired. He is the women's soccer coach.
Yeah.
Won 21 NCAA titles, which is the most by any head coach in any sport in Division I college history. 21 titles. Not the school got 21 titles. We talking about one coach got 21 NCAA titles. That's a lot. Said he patted himself after Dean Smith, another Tar Heel legend. But yeah, shout out to him, man. Let me give Jesus 21. But Otani's ex-interpreter pled guilty.
You got some money waiting on it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, listen, we can't let the cash cow go down.
Come on, do a little bit, man.
Yeah, we can't let the cash cow go down, but that makes all the sense.
Take care when you get out, bro.
Makes all the sense in the world. You and your family. Your family's taken care of while you're gone.
Come on, man. Yeah. Y'all rich forever.
Right. I don't even know why they told us that. But like, share, subscribe. Appreciate everybody for the love, support, and everything that y'all do to far as in like watching and viewing, listening, all that good stuff. We appreciate it. To my family, I love y'all, my babies, my I haven't talked to Pastor and Luna probably about 3 or 4 days. And I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, damn. But life happens. So, and you'll get to that point too, to where when your kids start like having their own life outside of you, far as whether it's kids or dating or all the other stuff, is just like, damn, like,
yeah.
Sometimes I just be feeling like I'm not saying I feel irrelevant, but I'm just like, damn, like my baby ain't calling me, ain't talking to my baby, I ain't, but then you got to realize, like, oh yeah, they moving and grooving, they shaking, like,
Shit, I feel that shit now. Yeah. I feel that shit now.
One thing I'll say, and I'll end this. I had this conversation about Southern women at the family reunion. And when I was there, like, it was just like, of course, the men were going men and they was doing things, right? But when it come like to putting things together, food, this or that, like, the women was everything. Like, you couldn't touch food, you couldn't touch a plate, you couldn't touch a spoon. Right. Like, go sit down, I'm gonna bring you food, blah, 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 blah. And when I was like, nah, I'm good, like, then I was told, like, See, you been fucking with them. Like, you need a Southern woman. You need to get back to your Southern roots. Like, and I'm just like, I thought about, like, I just started observing. I'm just like, yeah, I don't like, this shit is like different to me now. You know what I'm saying? Like, but anywho, I don't want to start no sidebar conversations because you might get some talks on this. I know I will. Like, oh, what you trying to say? But whatever. Like, share, subscribe. Thank y'all for fucking with us. Thank y'all for tuning in for another episode as well. As always, we're unapologetic, we're unfiltered. Y'all know who it is. It's your favorite two North Carolinians. We will see y'all next week. We out of here.
You know what it is. Thanks for listening to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Better follow me.